Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, G.S.T.L just filed an 8K reporting a key executive departure and appointment, and I want to dive into what it means for the company's future. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. We've got a CFO stepping down and a new interim CFO taking the reins, and it looks like a smooth transition, but we need to ask if this signals bigger changes are coming. Alright, so what exactly happened here? Well, on the 21st of April, David Halstead resigned from his positions as Chief Financial Officer and a board member for Graphene Solar Technologies Limited, or G.S.T.L, as well call them for short. The report emphasizes that this departure was not due to any disagreements or problems with the company's operations or policies. That's generally good news. It suggests there wasn't some major internal conflict that blew up. Now, to fill that very important role of Chief Financial Officer, the company's board appointed Christine Wu as the interim CFO. This means she will step in right away while they look for a permanent replacement. The company stated they plan to start a search for a permanent CFO soon. As for Christine Wu's role and compensation, she will be paid according to the company's standard executive pay policies. The filing also explicitly states there are no special agreements or understandings tied to her appointment, and no reportable family relationships or financial transactions with any other company officers or directors. This is standard reporting to ensure transparency. It's also worth noting that G.S.T.L is identifying itself as an emerging growth company. This classification can allow them certain flexibilities, particularly around reporting new accounting standards. They have, however, elected not to use the extended transition period for these standards, meaning they will adopt new and revised accounting rules as they are released, similar to larger companies. Looking at their listed securities, it appears there are currently no classes of securities traded on any exchange. This signals that G.S.T.L is likely an over-the-counter stock or perhaps a privately held entity that's recently decided to go public, or at least file these reports. This is a key piece of information for investors as it significantly impacts liquidity and accessibility of the stock. The report itself is dated the 23rd of April 2026, just a couple of days after the reported events on the 21st of April. This quick turnaround time typically indicates that the company wants to get this information out to the public promptly, which is a good sign of communication. The actual filing is signed by Jason May, the Chief Executive Officer and a Director, which is standard practice for these types of reports. So what does this all mean? Well, the immediate takeaway is that Graphene Solar Technologies Limited has a change in financial leadership. The fact that David Halstead's departure is described as amicable and not due to any disputes is a positive signal, suggesting stability. The swift appointment of an interim CFO, Christine Wu, also shows preparedness and a commitment to keeping the financial operations running smoothly without interruption. However, the absence of any publicly traded stock is a significant point. Companies in this position often face challenges with investor access and market valuation. The search for a permanent CFO will be crucial. The success of that search and the caliber of the individual they bring in will tell us a lot about the company's long-term strategy and its ambitions for growth. Will they aim for someone with deep experience in public markets or someone more focused on operational finance during this emerging growth phase? That's the question we'll be watching. The stability of leadership, especially in finance, is paramount for any company, but it is even more critical for a company like G.S.T.L that appears to be navigating its early stages in the public eye, or at least the filing eye. This situation is worth keeping an eye on to see how the company progresses with its new financial leadership in place and whether they will seek to list on a major exchange in the future. The research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and join our Discord community linked below.